In this video, you're gonna learn how to start investing in the stock market as a complete beginner. So consider this to be your guide to what steps you need to take in order to become financially free. And if you like the idea of sipping pina colada somewhere on the beach in Mexico or Cuba before you turn 65, then you need to watch this video. What's going on, people? My name is Anton and welcome back to my channel. It's so nice to see your beautiful faces once again, ready to learn more about personal finance and self-improvement. Make sure to watch all the way down to the end, as I'm going to show you how to go from an absolute zero to a full watch list of companies.
Nice.
This is your part 1 out of 3 of your investing guide, so make sure to subscribe not to miss the remaining videos. Now, let's revisit that idea of sitting on the beach, drinking a cold beer with maybe waves washing up to your feet, just enjoying the moment, not having to worry about going to work and grind 9 to 5 trying to please your boss that you probably genuinely hate. So we're gonna need to reverse engineer that scenario so we can know what to do in order to get there. Now, this video is gonna have no bullshit, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. If you have a spare $100, which most of us do, you have quite a few options of what to do with it. You can go the habitual path, which is pig out at the keg, or maybe buy yourself another pair of shoes that you're probably not gonna wear, or you're gonna wear like once, or you can invest this $100 in the stock market. You must agree that $100 is not really a lot, but the idea that you can develop a habit, a route that's gonna give you freedom in the next several years, that is so powerful. I personally spent no less than a year researching about investing in the stock market, reading a bunch of books, watching a bunch of YouTube videos before that I made my first stock purchase. And I honestly regret taking so long because I actually learned so much faster and so much more aggressively once I was already in the game, which is the case for most people. So the moral of the story, start now. And you can thank me later. Actually, I even bought several online courses telling me how to pick my stocks, when to buy them, what research to do, etc. And they were actually pretty good. And in the 3 video series, I'm gonna give all of that information for free. So you're welcome. And you know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with people who you think might need to see this. The idea that money can make you more money, as it makes more money while making a little bit more, is proven to be true. But how exactly does that work? A stock market is a machine that has the potential to multiply your wealth or reduce it, depending if you know how to play the game. For example, if you've never ever played poker in your life and you get invited to play against professional poker players and you decide to play all of your life savings, you know for a fact that you're done and you're gonna lose your shirt. Now, the stock market works in the same way, and you need to know a certain set of rules, and depending how well you handle yourself will result in good profits. There are many ways to navigate in the stock market, but the main 2 would be day trading or long-term investing, and these 2 are very, very, very different. And you're gonna need to figure out which one you wanna do. All of these huge Wall Street firms that make a ton of money, they essentially day trade, meaning they buy and sell the same stock on the same day, hence day trading. The potential risk of betting a huge sum of money on a single horse can either make you a lot of money, enough to buy Lambos, yachts, Gucci shoes, etc., or it can completely wipe out your investments to zero. That is not what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you thought I'm going to turn you into the next Wolf of Wall Street, unfortunately, sorry to disappoint you, that's not going to happen. I will show you step by step what tools I like to use in order to navigate the open waters of the stock market to invest long term, meaning you invest in good companies at a good price and then you wait, and more wait until you're ready to collect the profits. The most popular question I've been getting lately, both on Facebook and Instagram, goes something like, "Hey Anton, I'm very new to this investing world. I have a little cash saved up. Where should I invest it?" First of all, the stock portfolio that I have might not be and probably won't be the same stock portfolio that you're gonna have. And that's okay, because there's many companies that you can be part of and have confidence to keep long term. It's kind of like buying a car. The car you drive is most likely not the same car as I drive. And that's okay, because hopefully we've both done our homework on things like the cost of the car, possible insurance rates, or how much the gas is gonna cost us. And then based on that information, we made the purchase. The draft idea is, at the beginning, to find 3 to 10 companies watch them, see how they perform to confirm that they're good companies, and then buy some shares for long term. And there are a few steps to finding a good company to invest in. Step 1. Ask yourself, what do you consider to be good or bad? Based on your personal value system, what do you consider in this world to be good and what do you consider to be bad? For example, if you're vegan, then investing in a company that produces meat might not be a good idea. Or if you end up buying a share of a company that exploits child labor in third world countries, then you're endorsing exploitation of children. And maybe you're okay with that. I mean, who am I to judge? The point is to invest in the company not as an investor, but as a business owner, and to be proud of what the company does and how they do it. Step 2, understand the business. For example, if you're an electronics geek like I am, and you like to use your Apple Watch, iPad, MacBook, you always update yourself on the next generation of the iPhone, and the products have never let you down, it's safe to say that you have a certain understanding of the business model, of what Apple does, and that you have a certain confidence in the company. Or if you like certain brands of food that maybe you've been eating since you were a kid and they never give you the farts, or brand of shoes, brand of clothing, brand of toothpaste. There's a very clever exercise that's gonna help you define which companies to choose that was developed by Jim Collins. You're gonna have to try this on your own and you're gonna be blown away by how effective this is. So we start with 3 empty circles and you're gonna write the answers inside of these circles as you ask yourself to answer these 3 questions. Question number 1, what do you love to do professionally and as a recreation? Meaning, what are you passionate about? What would you spend all of your free time doing? Well, if you had the time and the money. It could be anything from video games, sports, travel, fashion, to painting, dancing, social media, maybe even content creation. But you have to get as specific as possible in each category. Question number 2, what things are you good at? Write everything you're talented at. Now don't be shy because we're all good at something, even a little. If you're athletic, it could be running. If you're well outspoken, it could be public speaking or carving, speed reading, anything. Question number 3, what do you do to make money? And what do you spend money on? This list might be the longest, especially answering the question, what do you spend money on? For most of us, that list is endless. You might need a couple of pages just to answer that question. But here you gotta put things like I explained to you about Apple earlier. So what we're looking for is a word that's gonna repeat more than in one circle that can possibly lead to a certain category or an area of business that you may have more understanding about. Now looking back at my circles, we can see that several words have been repeated. So let's take as an example the word video editing and movies. That leads a little more to media type of category. And step number 3, to actually start looking for companies. Now, in order to find some companies, we're gonna go to yahoo.com, then click on the finance tab, and in the right top corner, go to industry news. You're gonna have the tab with different categories like energy, financial, healthcare, a bunch. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna look for the one we wanted to choose, and that is consumer products and media. And that's where I might be able to find some companies that resonate with something that I know about. So we're gonna scroll down the list looking for companies that we've heard of. So something like Rogers Communication, Cineplex, Coca-Cola Company, Pepsi, something like the Walt Disney Company, or Discovery Inc., or how about Netflix? I think everybody knows Netflix. We're gonna click on this ticker symbol, and here's gonna give you the option to edit to your watch list. Now you're gonna have to either sign up or get the Yahoo Finance app for your iPhone or for your mobile device in order to track the progress and the price movement of that company. And now keep looking through different categories until you have about 10 companies that you have some knowledge about or you can vouch for good quality of their products. And another super easy way to find certain companies is to actually come up with the company you use and then search for it in the search tab, for example, Apple, and then after that, just add it to your watch list. Now, coming up with companies you use is not rocket science, especially nowadays in this era of high consumerism. Look for biggest companies that you have most understanding about in areas like fast food, soft drinks, TV, social media, shopping, banks, even electric movement is taking over by storm these days. And if that floats your boat, research that area. For example, if you only wear Adidas, year in, year out, then you have to look into the stock Adidas. Or if you only wear Converse, in that case, you have to look into the stock Nike, because Nike actually owns Converse. And such is the case for many brand giants like Facebook, for example, owning Instagram, or Coca-Cola owning Vitamin Water, or Amazon owning Audible and Whole Foods, and many, many more. Now that you've come up with an entire list of companies that resonate with you, it's actually a reflection of who you are as a person. It's time to pick those top few companies that you will actually invest in. And in order to do that, make sure you watch the next video, the part 2 of the series. See you on that side.